Another fresh live one right off the press once again. We got Brandon Ray. How you doing today, Brandon?
I'm doing great, man. How's yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Thanks for asking. Thank you for coming on the show. Spent a little bit of time with Blacklisted and Mx, man. Kind of been watching you for a little bit. I can't say forever, but you definitely hit my radar, man. And I wanted to bring you onto the show to talk about what your life is about and what's a little bit of past, a little bit of present, and see what direction you're gonna be going in.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here and share that with
Right
you.
on, right on. I appreciate it. So, how old are you? Start this off.
I'm 19 years old.
19. And when did you turn pro? What age were you when you turned pro?
It was last year, so I was 18.
So, in 21, I'd say 21 years.
Yeah, so 21, I did the last round of outdoors. So I raced Hangtown. Just it was like a last second decision. Just why not? Because I live like an hour and a half, 2 hours from Hangtown. So I'm fairly close to there, and I already have my points and everything. And we did that. But then my first professional seasons was Supercross earlier in the year, this year, and outdoors this year. So
Okay, so when you jumped into you had your points for Supercross and you jumped into your first Hangtown race and you're able to mix it up with the big boys for the first time, man. How was that experience?
it was a crazy experience. Like Hangtown wasn't really that much because like I ride that track a lot. It was just cool being out there, and I was just kind of doing it just for fun
Hmm.
at Hangtown 21. But this season, Supercross A1, that was crazy. Prmx gave me the support, and they know I was kind of like an emotional wreck, kind of, and I didn't even make the night show, which is kind of pathetic. Like in all of our honestly, because like I would have never thought I wouldn't have made the night show, but I was crazy. It was just crazy being there and everyone and just the whole like atmosphere of it. And after that, I made every night show after that, and I started riding really good.
Okay. Now I'm going to take it back to your outdoor Hangtown. How do you feel like the pace was for you being the first time being out there? You feel like you had to get used to that pace because I always consider it like the amateur pros is like minor league, and then when you step your game up to the top pros, it's like a major league field, right? So
Yeah.
how do you feel like your pace was compared to those guys?
Um, Off, yeah, big time off. I I ride Hangtown usually quite a bit, and it was just crazy how those guys can just show up there and just go that much faster than me at one of my own tracks. I ride fairly often. I probably ride there once every couple months, but still, that's more than they do. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Once a
yep.
year. So I love that track. I've ridden there a lot. And that pace was just crazy, and yeah, I gives me something to push towards too. Though also, I want to be faster than them. I want to be as fast. I want to be faster than them. So
Exactly. Now, you mentioned the PRMX team. They're a Canadian-based team.
yes,
You were coming off the outdoor. You started riding Supercross for those guys. Was
yes,
that like a fill-in ride, or was that something you got hired to just do Supercross? How did that deal come
yeah,
together for you?
yeah. Actually, it was over social media. Like it started off over social media, like where like basically people like mentioned PRMX to me, and said I should hit them up and see if I can get a ride with them, and I like followed them on Instagram, and Julian followed me back, and it's actually a funny story. I was on the phone with my buddy, and I was telling him like, dude, like this team just followed me back, like that's pretty crazy, and my buddy actually called Julian and was like, you should get a ride, and like Julian actually DM'd me and said, hey, like who was that guy that called me yesterday? And I was just like, I'm like, man, like I don't know what he said to you. Like I didn't tell him to call you. And we just going off from there. And he gave me opportunity to race for him. And yeah, man, it was fun. It was fun. I learned so much over this past year, and I'm really excited for this year coming up. Though Julian gave me an opportunity to learn and everything.
Okay. Now, you said you made quite a few mains with those guys, right?
Yeah, I made two.
Made
I
two
made two.
mains. Okay.
Yeah. I know what I need to work on. I made a lot of mistakes, And because my whoop speed was the biggest problem, and everyone bags on me about that. But I'm getting the whoops down this year. I've been like the past couple of month, basically, my whoop speed has gone up big time, and I'm getting way more confidence, and confidence is key. And because I had the speed around the rest of the track, like I had the speed, and it just came down to the whoops, and I would just get ate up in the whoops, and this year it shouldn't be a problem for me making mains.
Okay. Now, how did that ride for that team actually come to an end? And when it came to an end, what was your next move?
It actually came. It was a sponsor of the team was they were starting a team in the U.S., an outdoor team, this just a sponsor, and Julian asked me, he's like, you wanna stay in the U.S. or would you rather come to Canada? And I'm like, man, like I'd like to see what they have to offer for the U.S. because I didn't really have the money or anything like that to go up to Canada and whatnot, and they promised me a lot, the team for the U.S., and I'm like, okay, like that sounds like actually like a better idea, and I went along with that to stay in the U.S. and everything. Mm-hmm. But I definitely should have went to Canada, to be honest.
Well, hey man, I always talk about life and changes, man. You never know unless you live and yeah, exactly. You live and learn. Sometimes you look back and reflect and be like, man, I should have did a woulda coulda thing. But you're here now, and you got other opportunities, and you always got to look ahead now. So, yeah. So now you're prepping on a Honda, and you're getting ready for Supercross. Where are you training at, and do you have any coaches that you work with?
Yeah, so I've been living in Southern California too. I'm originally from Northern California. I've been staying up in Ramona, and that's like above San Diego. And I've been riding Paula in Vine House. Mm-hmm. Actually, I did an interview with him not that long. Yep. Working with Ryan Hughes, and it's been fun. It's been fun, but it's been work, and working on all my weaknesses and stuff. And we worked with them for the last month, but we're actually making a little change to the program. We're actually switching to Alex Martin troll training, and bringing him on board. And it's kind of cool because he's actually flying out today. And we're going to be working together, and I'm pretty stoked on this opportunity to be able to work with him, because, really not many people are working with him, but definitely learned a lot from Ryan, and it was really fun working with him, and I learned a lot.
That's cool, man. You're training out there with at the Viney Ranch. Were you out there when he actually got hurt?
Yes, I was behind him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he broke his wrist. Yeah, that sucks for him big time, because he's been ripping lately, This kid younger than me, and I don't like him being that close to my speed,
I was going to ask you, who's faster, you or him?
Yeah, it depends, but that's the one thing we've been working on, is actually not worrying about how fast I go, is working on my technique.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty far off, and it's kind of crazy that I go as fast as I do with the technique I got, and Ryan has been trying to slow me down to make me faster, basically. And I'm totally get what he's trying to get by, but yeah.
Well, that's good, man. You're learning, and even when you bring in one of the Martin boys into your program, you're going to be learning from there. So you're only sharpening and holding your skills, and the Martin boys. Those boys train hard. They're known for training in the industry, and that's cool to be able to put them part of your program, to be able to push yourself even harder and work, like you said, pace yourself, to go slower, to make yourself faster. I remember there was a pro by the name of Tracy. Rest in peace, Tracy. He used to tell me that when I was an amateur, because on the 125, you just want to rip the shit out of it, right? You just want to ride it fast all the time. But he's like, dude, you got to calm down and ride this thing more smoother. And I just couldn't understand that at that time, right?
Well, I have my 125 days. Yeah, for JMC for 125s, and yeah, I rode those things wide open. I blew up a lot of 125s.
Right on. So, now you're back. Now you're with Honda. How many bikes you got to hold you up all year?
We got two right now. We actually got a practice bike, and then we have the race bike, who actually just got built by XPR.
Oh, nice,
yep.
nice. So they're doing all your motor mods?
Yeah, for those people who don't know who XPR is actually the same people that builds Freezy's bikes and like the MCR team.
Mm-hmm.
And Freezy's, how many whole shots he got last year, yeah, I mean, we just got the motor back from them last week, and we have the bike at AHM Suspension, getting the suspension all done on it, and that bike's gonna be pretty sick, and I'm excited to have a legit race bike for the Supercross season
Nice.
and a practice. So.
Exactly. Now, is that going to roll over to the outdoors as well? You're going to ride the outdoors, and are you planning on doing all the West Coast rounds?
Yeah, so we're planning right now. The plan is to do all the West Coast rounds to start with, and then for outdoors, I will be doing outdoors. I just don't know what on what bike yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know yet. Like we're still figuring out. Like the my buddy actually that I talked about has helped me out. That's helping me out for this season.
Mm-hmm.
He it's up to him honestly. Unless I get a ride, like we're shooting for a ride. Like I want to get a ride and if I put the results in, I can get one.
Yeah.
Not to put the results.
Now, you're not riding for any type of privateer team at all right now? You don't have anybody backing you?
No, it's literally just him supporting my whole program.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bay Area.
So you were out practicing yesterday, and you had a pretty nasty get off, man. Where you got to put a little bit of repair into that bike already, huh? You opened up the case, or not? You split the side case open.
Yeah, I just something stupid, just messing around, and I hit a rock, and went over the bars. But I'm okay. I'm sore. I'm really sore actually. But the bike and broken clutch cover. And bent rear brake, bent foot peg actually, nicked the fork tube, the bottom part of it, the shaft, I don't know what they call it, the bottom part of the fork.
Mm-hmm.
Levers, handlebars, subframe a little bit.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all right. I'm here, so we're good.
All right, so you got all your A1's right around the corner. You don't have too much time for that. So you got a mechanic and you got everything already set up for yourself. Who's going to be wrenching on your bikes?
We don't have that yet. I've been doing all my own wrenching past.
Okay.
So we don't have that set up yet. We had this. We had one of actually the guy. My buddy's name is Pete. So Pete's buddy actually came out. Pete's buddy actually came out last week, and he was helping me out, and I liked working with him, and hopefully he can come on board. We have a couple people, but we have nothing like locked in yet.
Mm.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All good, man. Live and direct. So, who do you have? You don't have anybody backing you right now. Who do you have as sponsors? You got gear sponsor, helmet sponsor.
I have a bunch of individual sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
To say the least. Like 60. I'm actually running Slayco gear. I'm most likely gonna be the only one in Slayco out there, which would be pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Hodge's brand. We have like EVS. We have TDMX is actually my graphics guy, and he's helping me out big time. Pirelli tires, AHM suspension. Who else can I think of right now? We have Mach 1 Motorsports. Big help. They actually helped us out with the bikes. Gave us a really good price on the bikes. We bought 2 of them from them. Who else we got? We got Dirt Tricks Sprockets is on board. We have Flow is coming on board for the foot pegs and levers. Luxon clamps. So I probably missed a couple here and there, but I do have a couple people like helping me out. For the most part.
Yeah, you got some good guys on your side, man. Definitely to keep your program together. You just got to get that mechanic, and then you'll be set up pretty much, man.
Yeah, it'll be sick. We're this opportunity too, because I kind of get to pick and choose what people I want to go with, and I just don't have it's not like a team where it's like you run this and this and this, which I'd rather be on a team, but it's cool having like your imagination, like you're free to roam around and get your own stuff together.
Yeah, a lot of guys come into teams. You know how it is. They come into teams and they already got their sponsors set up, right? and you kind of, like you said, you kind of get to pick and choose who you wanna deal with or run as a sponsor, and even just having that gear sponsor and you being the only person out there, that's a statement for yourself. It's a cool thing because a lot of people come in with new sponsors, and most of the time it's privateer guys like yourself, right? They always bringing in these new sponsors and stuff like that because all the factory sponsors, all the factory boys, they already got their sponsors set up, right? So it'll be interesting to see you out there, man. I'll be looking out for you, man, for Supercross. Now you're gonna be riding the 250, correct, or the 450?
Yeah, no, I'll be racing 250 West Coast, and then we might do Daytona and a couple East Coast rounds in the 450 class just to do them for experience, and we'll see how it all plays out. But yeah, definitely all the West Coast rounds on the 250 class.
Right on, right on. Well, I appreciate it, Brandon, man. I don't want to take too much more of your time, dude. I know you're super busy right now, and
yeah,
you're always on the move.
Yeah, always on the move, but just to help my program out, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you and nice getting to know you for a little bit, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. Nice meeting you. Nice seeing you, man, over the airways. And if I ever make it to I'm hoping to make it to some of those West Coast rounds. If I ever get a chance to make it to some of those rounds, man, I'll definitely hit you up. We can chop it up.
Yeah. Again. Fine, man. Maybe I'll swing you. Probably if I have a jersey, I'll swing you one over.
I'd love to have that, man. I'll post you up on the wall for sure, man. But if not, dude, it'll be just cool to get out there, shake your hands, and say what's up to you, buddy.
Yeah, same to you.